Hi guys, Ken Chigbo, aka Ken FX Freak, back with another week roundup and look ahead to the key events. Starting off with last week, it was a bit of a mixed one. Initially, we'd started off with dollar selling because there was risk appetite in the markets thanks to a optimism around COVID-19 vaccines because the big company in the UK, AstraZeneca, resumed their trials, which is good for risk appetite. So we saw all of the riskier currencies versus the dollar weakening. But then some strength came into the dollar on the back of the FOMC rate decision where they were dovish, but where Jerome Powell, the chair of the Federal Reserve, he had geared the markets up for already this dovish tone. So it's nothing new. So dollar bulls were allowed to strengthen. So look at the chart here. You can see this was on Thursday after the rate decision. We'd spiked to the upside for the dollar index before coming back lower. And that was just potentially some profit taken after a big move to the upside. Now, what do I expect this coming week? You see how the dollar had been moving within this descending channel structure. We broke out of that bearish structure, retested, and then during this period of consolidation, we formed a bull flag. So we've broken out, retested that, and it does make way for further upside in my view. Let's just take a look at some technicals I'm looking out for before we speak about what we've got this week. Got gold here. Breaking out of a bear flag. Watch out for this breakout and retest around sort of 1950 for further downside and test this lower tracking trend line of part of this bearish triangular structure. Okay, targets would be at 1920. If we take a look at euro dollar, I think downside is capped. You can see overall on the daily price action how we've been moving within a very narrowing structure here. This week we have some big data. European manufacturing PMIs, which have been improving over the last few months. However, in August, we saw a bit of a slowdown, okay? And bear in mind that COVID cases are rising again in Europe. So this is something that could see some euro weakness. If you look here, for me, the target area would be near term because where we're ranging at the moment, I'll be looking at down at 117, sort of 70, okay? You can see this big support around 1750. If we just look left here, see all of this support here. So I'd like to see the price with that, what we saw with the dollar index, how we've got this bull flag pushing higher. I'd like to see euro dollar coming down. Elsewhere, there's still a lot of worries around GBP with EU and Britain. Talks on the Brexit are not really going anywhere. Bit of a stalemate. We've got a bear flag here. You can see this nice and clearly on the daily. Bearish flag structure subject to a breakout to the downside. I've got two